Governor timwalz signed an executive order that he says is step one to combat the fraud in government programs.
Here we go.
What this order does is create within the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension a centralized fraud and financial crime section. It moves the state's commerce fraud investigators into that unit for efficiency, and it mandates all state employees clearly understand a duty to prevent fraud.
Importantly, this move requires all state agencies as well to report to the BCA Financial Crimes and Fraud section for investigation any suspected fraud of a state-funded program.
It was the Feeding Our Future child meal fraud cases that exposed massive gaps. The Minnesota Department of Education tried to halt payments and meal site approvals, but since it was a federal USDA program, we're told they didn't have that authority. Walz now wants legislation that gives state agencies that power.
The ability to be more skeptical and the ability to stop payments if they're skeptical before we go on. Because in many of these cases, the agencies knew they were there and did not feel that they had the authority, in many cases did not have the authority.
The governor will also ask the legislature to increase penalties for the theft of public funds, for the money to add investigators to the AG's Medicaid fraud unit, and to approve an AI pilot program that could flag suspicious activity before any money goes out.
We want to use artificial intelligence to help us spot potential payment problems before a complaint or claim is submitted.
The incoming House Republican Speaker called the governor's moves smoke and mirrors, accusing him of allowing fraud to run rampant, and says they'll have their own comprehensive fraud legislation. The governor says he welcomes that.
And so I look forward to working with them. If they've got good ideas, bring them forward. We'll gladly adopt them and put them in place.